to Short Track TV. Hi, I'm Kenny Shepard, track operator here at the Lone Mart Madera Speedway. Back in 2006, I stepped out of my race car and formed a company called Short Track Management. I'm very proud to be at the point where we can start our TV show called Short Track TV. Episode number 1 is about a feisty young female driver named Candee McIntosh. You will get to see Candee's talent on the racetrack, plus you'll get to see what I would call a rather unique hobby. A hobby I think most of the guys she races against would have a hard time keeping up with her in. So let's get to the action, and I hope you enjoy getting to know Candee McIntosh.
Flames on her fire suit, and flames down her sides. Flames on her helmet, and fire in her eyes. She's got attitude, she's got pride, she's got her foot on the gas and the fans on her side. He's the angel in flames. What you got for the angel in flames? Then bring it on. There's nowhere to hide and no one to blame when you get your butt kicked by the angel in flames.
Hi, I'm Candee McIntosh. I race against my husband, Don McIntosh. We have a little girl who is our pit crew. Her name is Ariana. And my pit crew is actually comprised of my mother-in-law, Sandy Lander, my brother-in-law, Davey, and we're part of RBR Motorsports, which is owned by Roy and Sharon Robinette, and our pit crew guy is John Williams. I got involved in racing, I was pitting for my husband. Back in 2004, they came up with a class called the Hornets, and the guys are like, hey, you should drive it. And I thought, oh, that's kind of crazy. I don't know about that. And we kind of just were joking about it, and finally I'm like, sure, why not? And I hit the track the next year and haven't stopped. Well, we actually were running he was running another class. I moved up from the Hornets, and he was running a late model. The late model thing kind of fell through for us, and it was me and the Toyotas, and he wasn't racing, so we kind of, out of scrap parts, built a car for him, and we actually called it Scrappy. And that he started racing against me in 2009, and it's interesting because some people might take it home and be all upset about things, but we know with the sport, you take it seriously, but you also have to know when it's.
We're very competitive.
Yeah.
We're both really competitive.
Yeah.
But we also know when to leave it at home too, or leave it at the track and go home. And we've luckily never ran into each other a whole lot.
Yeah,
a whole lot. Mostly practice.
Yeah. Well, I spun out in practice one time. He hit me. He didn't have anywhere to go. I actually am a part of a roller derby team called Merced Rolling Roulettes, and it's just a ton of fun. It's like racing was something that I never really even thought about doing before.
What Candee's doing, it's called, I was going to say short track, but it's flat track roller derby. She basically, she is going to go out there and she's going to skate kind of, it's a mixture of racing and hockey, and she will go out there and pretty much try to not get killed and score points. You got 5 people from each team on the track at the same time, 4 blockers and 2 jammers. The jammer from each team. The jammer has to go through the pack for the first time and go all the way around and then go back to the track the second time to score points. So it's all about getting through the pack and scoring points. So you as a blocker need to keep their jammer from scoring, also helping your jammer get through. How I relate this to racing that we're familiar with, this is just like racing, other than the fact that you have to, the jammer has to score points. And you basically have to try to zigzag through and look ahead and try to make sure that you have a lane to get open, to get free. And when you're a blocker, it's exactly like racing. You block. You know, you look behind you and you see a guy coming up on your outside, you slide up and try to stop him. I am definitely more concerned with her here than I am with racing. You know, we've taken a lot of hits over the years in the race cars, and she's not really gotten hurt. But here, she's gotten a concussion, torn meniscus. She's fractured her tailbone. Yeah, here it's definitely a lot more physical. I mean, you do get banged around in the race car, but here at least they got a cage. I told her this is perfect for you because she's just a little bulldog, and that's how she skates. Like she's 6'5" and a linebacker.
Well, it's 2 totally different things, but at the same time, it's a lot of the same. I think when I started, I kind of took the aspect of looking ahead. You know, when you're racing, you have to look ahead of you and kind of figure out where you're going to go once you get there. So I kind of do the same thing with that, and I think it's helped my jamming a lot. A lot of ways, it's a lot more physical, obviously, because my body's getting beat up instead of my car. I mean, you take some hits with the race car that you kind of jar around and stuff, but it's nothing to the extent of this. But I actually cracked my tailbone one time. I had a concussion. I've never been hurt in a race car. You can't get intimidated. I go out there thinking I'm way bigger than I am, and I've gotten frustrated before thinking, oh, I should be able to go knock this girl down, but she's like 3 times my size. But I've learned along the way that leverage is gonna help me out. You're not supposed to hit people in racing. That's actually not supposed to happen, but it's actually encouraged here, and it is very much like if you have a bad day at work, come here and get it out.